If elected as Prime Minister, I will re-prosecute the case for a carbon price at home and abroad. I will do that as global economic conditions improve and as our economy continues to strengthen. There's another question on which I will seek consensus, and that is the proposed resources super profits tax. Australians are entitled to a fairer share of our inheritance, the mineral wealth that lies in our grounds. They are entitled to that fairer share. But to reach a consensus, we need to do more than consult. We need to negotiate. And we must end this uncertainty, which is not good for this nation. That's why today I am throwing open the government's door to the mining industry, and I ask that in return the mining industry throws open its mine. And today I will ensure that the mining advertisements paid for by the government are cancelled. And in return for this, I ask the mining industry to cease their advertising campaign as a show of good faith and mutual respect. Negotiations will occur with the mining industry. They will be led by the Treasurer and new Deputy Prime Minister and Minister Martin Ferguson. Can I say as well as dealing with these issues that as incoming Prime Minister, I want to say something to our troops, to our men and women at home and abroad. We're a grateful country and we acknowledge your sacrifice. Our country relies on you to keep us safe, to keep the peace and to honour the US and the other alliances that are so important for our nation. The most recent loss of life of brave Australian soldiers in Afghanistan and the injuries that have befallen our troops remind us all of the depth of the sacrifice that our serving men and women can be called on to make. Our thoughts are certainly with the grieving families. Finally, I want to pay a tribute to Kevin Rudd. Ultimately, Kevin Rudd and I disagreed about the direction of the government. I believe we needed to do better. But Kevin Rudd is a man of remarkable achievement. He made wonderful history for this nation by saying sorry to Indigenous Australians. Wonderful history. He was the leader who withdrew our troops from Iraq and had the foresight to reinforce our commitment in Afghanistan. He was the leader who saw us through the global financial crisis, the leader who turned his intelligence and determination to health reform, combating homelessness and closing the gap for Indigenous Australians. And he came within a breath of brokering an international agreement on climate change. Truly remarkable. Of course, I will be talking to Kevin Rudd about his future in the Parliamentary Labor Party. I'm also delighted to be standing here with the new Deputy Prime Minister, Swan. Wayne guided us through the very difficult waters of the global financial crisis. Now he's guiding us back into surplus, getting the budget back in the black. Wayne is an outstanding treasurer of this country, and I know he will make an outstanding Deputy Prime Minister. Of course, there will need to be some consequential changes in our cabinet and ministerial arrangements, and I will announce them at an appropriate time. In conclusion, can I say to my colleagues assembled, to the men and women of the press, I will dedicate my abilities to what I believe in. A nation where hard work is rewarded and where the dignity of work is respected. A nation that prides itself on the excellence of its education system. Where government can be relied on to provide high quality services for all Australians. An Australia that can achieve even greater things in the future. We should not be afraid of the future. A strong Australia respected as a global force for progress, for peace and for tolerance. A bright democracy for the world to admire and a sanctuary for all of our people. Can I say to the Australian people, there will be some days I delight you There may be some days I disappoint you. On every day, I will be working my absolute hardest for you. Thank you very much, and I now turn to Wayne Swan.
Well, thank you very much, Prime Minister. Can I just say it's an unexpected privilege to be elected Deputy Leader of the Parliamentary Labor Party and therefore Deputy Prime Minister. Today we move forward with Julia Gillard. Today we move forward with an intelligent, strong, competent and compassionate leader. She has been a first-class Deputy Prime Minister and she will be a first-class Prime Minister. Now, today isn't a day for celebration. Today is a day to knuckle down and to get back to work. And that is precisely what we're going to do. My focus is on providing continuity and stability and delivering the responsible economic management that has been the hallmark of this government from day one. Of course, my priorities as Deputy Prime Minister are built on the beliefs I've held all of my life. A strong economy, a dynamic and internationally competitive business community, secure, well-paid jobs, reward for effort, a fairer go for people of low incomes, giving more Australians a role in our prosperity, and security and dignity in retirement. Now, we have a very good story to tell about creating jobs and growing our economy. But despite our success nationally with the economy, there are many people who still do it tough. And of course, they are the focus of our concerns every day. We do understand that many families are under financial pressure, and we understand that we need to address those concerns. I also want to just mention the importance of health and education, dealing with schools, our training systems, national broadband. They remain very important priorities for our government. But underpinning all of that is our emphasis on strong, responsible economic management. Now, I just wanted to say a couple of things about Kevin Rudd, because I've worked closely with Kevin over 20, 25 years. It's a really tough day for Kevin, for his family, and for his staff. But I'd like to pay tribute to the hard work that he has put in his time as Prime Minister, but also in his time in public service over a long period of time. It's a tough day, but he's done a lot of good and he's worked very hard over a long period of time. But for us, it's straight back to work.